For over 2 decades, Matt Lauer was the face America trusted to start their mornings, pulling in a staggering $25 million annually as the star anchor of NBC's Today Show. But a hidden truth lurked behind the studio lights, one that would shatter his world. In November 2017, a single accusation flipped his life upside down. Within a day, NBC cut him loose, banning him from their airwaves forever. Then came the chilling revelations: a concealed button under his desk, multiple accusers, and claims stretching back years. The man who greeted millions each dawn was erased from television. Today, we uncover the real story of what went down and how he's living now. Matt Lauer came into the world on December 30th, 1957, in New York City's core. His upbringing was anything but typical. His father, J. Robert Lauer, a bicycle company exec with Romanian Jewish heritage, instilled a fierce work ethic. His mother, Marilyn Culmer, a former model who ran a boutique, brought a flair for style and public image. Matt grew up straddling two realms, one grounded in immigrant grit, the other steeped in polish and perception, skills that would later make him a master of the morning show stage. Showbiz wasn't new to his family. His grandfather, Art Gentry, a professional crooner from the music's golden era, left a mark on young Matt. Watching him command an audience taught Matt how to connect, hold poise, and speak with weight, lessons that shaped his smooth, engaging on-air presence long before any newsroom training. In the late 1970s, Matt enrolled at Ohio University, majoring in communications, but bailing just 4 credits shy of a degree in 1979 at age 21. He didn't chase paper credentials. He craved real-world experience. His first gig was as a news producer at WCHS in Huntington, West Virginia. Grubby work, but he dove in, learning fast and proving his worth. By 1980, he was on camera, even snagging a talk show segment at 22, a rare leap for someone without a diploma. His cool-headed delivery on the 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. newscasts in a mid-tier market caught eyes. Matt wasn't just clocking in. He was getting to own the craft. From 1980 to 1986, he hosted PM Magazine across Richmond, Providence, and New York City, adapting to each market's vibe with a mix of local tales, celebrity chats, and lifestyle bits. Thriving in New York's cutthroat media scene gave him a big break. In 1986, ABC tapped him to co-host Fame, Fortune, and Romance, a glitzy lifestyles of the rich and famous spin-off with Robin Leach. The show, dripping with excess, yachts, jets, billionaire cribs, flopped in under a year, but it put Matt on the national map. By the late 80s, he was a rare breed, juggling hosting gigs in Philadelphia and Boston while covering sports for ESPN and entertainment for HBO. The grind meant endless travel and little sleep, but it built his rep as a versatile, tireless pro who could nail news, sports, or fluff with ease. From 1989 to 1991, Matt anchored 9 Broadcast Plaza, a 3-hour daily live show on WWR-TV in New York. The gig turned weird fast, with producers chasing shock TV trends, booking wild guests, and pushing sleazy ads Matt refused to read. He clashed hard, quit abruptly, and the show later morphed into the chaotic Richard Bay Show. By 1992, he was nearly broke, teetering on bouncing rent checks. WNBC-TV threw him a rope, hiring him to co-anchor Today in New York with Jane Hansen. A year later, he landed the primetime Live at 5 slot, sometimes juggling 3 NBC shows in a day. His warmth and reliability stood out, catching the eye of network brass. Between 1992 and 1997, Matt became NBC's go-to guy, filling in on Weekend Today, NBC News at sunrise, and even nightly news when Tom Brokaw was off. His brutal schedule, whether at dawn, news by noon, primetime at night, cemented him as a dependable chameleon. In January 1994, he was named Today Show news anchor, a role that would skyrocket him. At Ohio University, those 4 missing credits nagged him. In 1997, at 39, he returned, invited by the university president to finish his degree and give the commencement speech. Instead of classes, he wrote a paper tying his career to his studies, graduating with the class of '97. It was a personal triumph, later earning him the university's Medal of Merit in 1999 for inspiring late bloomers. Matt's Today Show era began June 13, 1994, when he stepped in as news anchor during a ratings slump against Good Morning America. His warmth, unlike the stiff network norm, pulled viewers back. By 1997, he was co-anchor, replacing Bryant Gumbel. His chemistry with Katie Couric, playful, natural, almost flirty, made mornings feel like a ritual. Ratings soared, hitting the show's second highest week ever. Matt wasn't just a soft news guy. He shone in crises like the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing and the O.J. Simpson trial, balancing gravitas with accessibility. Beyond mornings, he anchored Dateline NBC for 20 years, diving into investigative stories, mysteries, and primetime specials, proving he could handle more than celebrity chats. In 1997, Matt met Dutch model Annette Roque on a blind date. 5 months later, they wed on October 3, 1998, in Bridgehampton, New York. Annette, a 22-year-old Victoria's Secret and J.Crew model, brought global glamour. Their whirlwind romance grabbed headlines, but Matt admitted it took 2 months for their first kiss. They had 3 kids, Jack in 2001, Romy in 2003, and Tejas in 2006. Publicly, they were a picture-perfect family, but cracks formed. In 2006, while pregnant with Tejas, Annette filed for divorce, alleging mental abuse, emotional distress, and controlling behavior. The public was floored. Weeks later, she withdrew the filing, and they tried counseling for their kids' sake. They stayed together for a decade, but friends said they often lived separate lives despite public appearances. The scandal that obliterated Matt's career sparked in 2014 at the Sochi Winter Olympics. Earning $20 million a year as today's lead anchor, he was untouchable until a young NBC employee, Brooke Nevels, later alleged he raped her in his hotel room. Her account, revealed in Ronan Farrow's 2019 book Catch and Kill, stayed quiet until 2017. On November 29, 2017, NBC fired Matt within 24 hours of her complaint. Co-hosts Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb, blindsided, announced it live, visibly shaken. Within a day, 3 more women accused him of harassment, revealing a pattern spanning decades. Some had tried reporting him earlier, but fear of his power silenced them. Variety's expose detailed a secret desk button he allegedly used to lock his office, trapping women. NBC called it standard security, but accounts of him giving sex toys, exposing himself, and grilling women about their sex lives painted a toxic workplace. A 2001 incident stood out. A producer claimed Matt locked her in, assaulted her, and left her unconscious, with his assistant escorting her to a nurse. She stayed silent, fearing career ruin. NBC's chairman sent a 6:30 a.m. memo, citing violations of standards and no severance for Matt's $20 million contract. Variety's report, published the same day, confirmed years of ignored complaints, with some alleging management shielded him for his value. NBC denied prior knowledge, but the scandal forced new policies against covering up misconduct. Matt's fall was swift. By 2018, he was a recluse, ghosted by friends, holed up in his $36.5 million Hamptons estate bought from Richard Gere. He listed it for $44.8 million, selling it in 2022 for $40.9 million. Locals spotted him on mundane errands, looking drained. His marriage to Annette collapsed. They separated post-scandal, finalizing their divorce in 2019. She got $20 million, including their horse farm, with custody amicably shared. In 2019, Matt began dating Shaman Abbas, a luxury brand exec and friend of 20 years. They've kept it low-key, splitting time between New York and the Hamptons, dodging the spotlight. Farrow's book reignited scrutiny, detailing Neville's rape claim, which Matt denied as consensual in a 2020 open letter. He slammed Farrow's reporting as biased but admitted mistakes. The letter changed little. The public saw it as damage control. As of 2025, Matt, worth $80 million, lives quietly in the Hamptons and New Zealand. He hasn't returned to TV, nor does he need to. He's reconnected with old friends, spends time with his kids, and seems at peace, far from the fame he once chased. His story isn't just about a fall. It's a reckoning about power, silence, and what happens when the mask comes off. What do you think of Matt Lauer's downfall? Should he get a chance to tell his side? Or is silence his best move? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe if you believe stories like his demand truth over headlines.